No, I'm sitting behind you.
Any questions for Fred?
You guys done?
So you guys go with that 3-guard lineup a couple different times. Is that a good? Do you enjoy that mix? Is there things you can do with that group that's different?
Yeah, for sure. I think changes the dynamic a little bit. It gives us another ball handler, another shooter, another guy that can guard. It's kind of predicated on what the other team does as well. They play very small. They don't really play much traditional big, so kind of matching up with them a little bit. And you saw the type of night Aaron had for us tonight. So that opportunity is always going to be there for that kind of second, third guard to pick up where the defense is letting up, and Aaron stepped in and played a hell of a game tonight.
First quarter tonight, you had 0 shot attempts, 6 assists, 0 turnovers. How cognizant or how much are you thinking about getting these other scorers involved, especially in those first 12 minutes?
It's been more of a focus as of late. As you can see, because it's pretty easy to track. But again, it's mostly kind of taking what the defense gives and just trying to be connected and help these other guys. We got a lot of guys that can score, that like to score, that are looking to score. So there's got to be more people in between that's connected. And tonight, that's kind of what I was doing, especially early on.
That physicality from Alfred and Dylan, how much did that help guide the team throughout the game?
It was huge for us. Anytime that we can kind of own the paint, on the glass, and just kind of win the physicality battle, that we have a good chance. And I thought just starting the game off, Alfie, made his force felt. Obviously Dylan did a pretty good job on Shea defensively and getting to the rim as well. So both of those guys have been huge for us, and they kind of led the way in regards to that.
On the defensive end, what does it say about Alfie's growth to have a defensive game plan where he's guarding the opposing point guard and have it work the way that it did tonight?
Yeah, I think it just expands kind of what you can do defensively, to be able to trust him to be able to do that. Kind of changed our defensive approach. It helped us a lot. It kind of eliminated a lot of things that they like to do. And he's capable. He's more than capable, and so we're going to continue to challenge him. And he's been stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, about the legacy that you all had tonight, as far as going up against one of the best teams in the Western Conference, one of the best teams in the league, and being able to come out with a victory.
Yeah, it's good. That's a tough team there. We knew that it was a tough team. We've kind of been, sliding a little bit in terms of the way that we want to play. So it was a great test for us. We had a great couple days of practice, and we had a tough team coming in. So I was, happy with our effort. We got to get better with more attention to detail. We blew too many coverages and things that we worked on and shoot around. But it doesn't all happen at once, and this team is growing, and you can see that.
When you start the second and fourth quarters with Aaron most night, does it remind you of the last 5 years? Well, except for the last couple.
Yeah.
But does it remind you of the Toronto's years with Kyle?
Yeah, for sure. I think the biggest thing is the more aggressive he is and the more comfortable he gets, you'll see the plays just happen for themselves. There's not anything in the X's and O's, but you could see kind of like us reading each other, drives and kicks, redrives, coming in and getting steals and playing out and playing fast. So, he's been playing really, really well for us, and he's been a huge key for us coming off the bench, and we're going to, need him to continue to do that.
You mentioned that you're being more cognizant, trying to get guys involved early. What does that physically look like? Is it running pet plays for guys, trying to make the extra pass in the corner? How do you actually go about that?
Yeah, all of the above. You kind of be more cognizant of where you're setting guys up, where you're putting them out on the floor, reading the defense. Obviously making the extra pass and pushing the transition, getting guys into their spots, and you got to understand who's who and kind of where they want the ball. And a guy's energy is always going to be different and better when they're scoring the ball and they feel good offensively. So something that we've talked about and looked at is how we can make everybody feel more involved and effective on the offensive end. And I'm good enough to figure it out when I need to figure it out.
Fred, what did you say about the second-year player like Morris and willing to sacrifice his offensive game to be able to do everything else that's needed for the team?
That's what we need. We need every guy, to a man, to be able to step up and change and be adaptable. And what he had tonight, 6 points, 18 rebounds, play good defense. So it's going to be like that. It's going to move around. Everybody's going to have their time to have big nights. But more than anything, as long as we focus on winning, everybody will win.